The Mystara project is proud to present part 32 of the Lore of Mystara series. In this video, we take a look at the period from AC 150 to AC 249, spanning Thyatia's Bright Age, the overthrow of the Chambahara, and dwarven colonisation. In the centuries after Empress Valentia's reforms, Thyatias enjoyed a bright age. Arts and learning flourished, cultures mixed in Thyatian city, and the empire was secure. This allowed them to start expanding to secure their northern border. In AC 150, Thyatias decided to expand into the Alasian tribal lands. Thyatian troops entered the Ben Hassan Valley to the north of the Duchy of Carendas, conquering it, and renaming it Byrtsin via mispronunciation. They headed east into the Tel Akbir Peninsula, conquering it, including the settlement of Tel Akbir. Troops then pushed on from Byrtsin, crossing the pass in the Altan Tepes into the southeastern highlands region of the Alasians. There they either founded, or renamed the settlement of Ctesiphon. There they established the colony of Dithasthenia. Troops from the Tel Akbir Peninsula pushed north along the coast, into the southern coastal plain region of the Alasians. They either founded, or renamed the port settlement of Tameronikaz. They founded the colony of Nicosthenia there, which also included the hills region. They named Piedmon. The small, fragmented and disorganized Alasian tribes were easily conquered. Thyatias took advantage of their tribal feuds and romantic notions of heroic warfare. Survivors either fled into the interior oases, were enslaved, or assimilated. Intermittent warfare and trade occurred between the Thyatian colonies and the interior Alasian tribes over the next 6 or 7 centuries. The Alasians benefited from the cultural and technological interchange. Also in AC 150, shadow elves from the Second Shadow magically disguised their forms, infiltrated the lower Broken Lands humanoids, and manipulated the tribal chiefs into raiding Alfheim. The raids were easily defended by Alfheim, and accomplished very little. In AC 179, Raja Vijay Pratikuta of Putnabad seized control of the entire Asanda River Valley, and most of the Nemlin Alaka salt swamp. He took western Shahjakhand from the Rastrapalas. Revolts and rebellions occurred, but were unsuccessful. In AC 180, Chambahara the Daring, of the Shaktiri noble caste, organized hunts as an excuse to train Sindhi adventurers with magical weapons to overthrow the shape-shifting Chambahara. The Chambahara took these hunts at face value, and took no action to stop them. Chambahara organized his followers in a bureaucratic system known as the Mansabdari. Each noble was given a number rank, equal to how many cavalry soldiers they commanded. For each cavalry soldier commanded, a noble was considered capable of being responsible for 100 citizens. In AC 986, Raja Vijay Pratikuta of Putnabad died. He was succeeded by his only son, Sarad, who was a weak ruler. Not long into his reign, the Mamlakets of Jalawar, to the northeast, and Jengal to the north and northwest of Putnabad, became independent. The families that rose to power in those Mamlakets were rumoured by other Rajas to be Chambahara. Putnabad lost all but a fraction of its territory. In AC 197, a female shadow elf was born into Clan Seladril, in the City of the Stars. She would go on to be the unnamed wife of Quanafel. In AC 199, Chambahara the Daring led a successful overthrow of the Chambahara, and was crowned Grand Mogul of Sindh. He institutionalized the Mansabdari system that he used for his noble hunting organization over Sindh. He encountered a lot of resistance with his reforms, from the very diverse and conservative population. His introduction of promotion by merit was rejected by the populace, conditioned as they were by the fatalistic doctrine from the Chambahara rulership period. By AC 200, the Dengar king's policy of determined dwarven colonization of foreign lands was well underway. Dengar kings hoped these colonists would learn foreign ways, and pass their knowledge back to the homeland. They also hoped they would establish friendly human relations, even establishing dwarven communities in human settlements. Slowly and cautiously, colonists were sent out to surrounding lands, generally with foreign approval. Human communities mostly welcomed them as polite, if somewhat distant, hardworking, neat, skilled artisans, engineers, or hardy mercenaries. They settled mountainous areas elsewhere on Brune. Strong dwarven colonies were founded in the mountains of Darakin, an established strong trading partner of Dengar. Colonies in the northern reaches were welcomed by the humans there, who admired these sturdy fighters. The Torwa clan, also known as the Strong Hollow clan, were welcomed by the gnomes of Highforge, or Eveskir as the dwarfs would call it. The Alasians saw the quality of dwarven crafts, and appreciated the dwarven lack of affinity for the arcane. They had mixed experiences in Thyatis, disliking its labyrinthine politics and procedures for colonization and trade, but noted the mining barony of Barohur, and the handiwork of their brethren in constructing the imperial palace. Early in the 3rd century AC, agents of the Thyatian emperor approached the Greenheight clan of elves of the eastern Dimrak forest, to see if they would train Thyatians as foresters and to use magic. Clan master Intherin Greenheight agreed to teach and sponsor Thyatian foresters. In return, Thyatis recognized him as the Count of Vialia. Sometime between AC 200 and AC 250, Barrymore, a 36th level magic user, secretly traveled from Alphatia to Suraman-Ra in the Alphatian colony of Nithia. Accompanying him was an entourage of sorcerers, sages, alchemists, monstrosities, horrors and otherworldly creatures. From there, Barrymore and his minions relocated to the desolate salt flats of the Great Alasian Basin, about 24 miles north of the town of Sulba. There they summoned an army of elementals to construct an underground citadel and tunnel network. Barrymore relocated from Alphatia to a land with few wizards of sufficient power to challenge him. This is because his goal is to seek immortality via the path of the Paragon, in the sphere of energy, which involves dueling high-level wizards in a 1,000-mile radius. It is noted that the Alphatian colonization of Nithia commenced around AC 250, however Barrymore apparently relocated to the Alphatian colony around AC 200. So, either Alphatia had colonized Suraman-Ra around AC 200, or Barrymore did not relocate there until around AC 250. Sometime between AC 200 and AC 401, a druid led the elk, Ceridus, into a place of tranquility and natural beauty, in the far Archalos woods, and performed the ritual to change it into an Acteon. Sometime between AC 201 and AC 250, Brendian Arendel was born into Clan Arendel, in Alfheim. Sometime between AC 201 and AC 300, the Thyatian wizard, Macrodorus, owned a master Ionian gem with the powers of healing, ESP, spell-turning, telepathy with other Ionian gem holders up to 1,000 miles away, and the ability to charm the other bearers at will. He gave an Ionian gem to each of his most trusted retainers, with all the powers of the master gem, except the charm ability. If this occurred before AC 250, Alasian tribes attacked the Thyatian colonial forces, killing 3 of the 6 retainers, and looted their Ionian gems. If it occurred after AC 250, Alphatians could have been the attackers as well. It is noted that Gaz II placed the killing of the retainers around AC 200, but that appears to be an error. In AC 206, Phalanon was born in the City of the Stars. In AC 213, Canafasti was born into Clan Felista in the Shadow Elf territories. His name translates as, all potentials are for good, which is taken to mean, someone with the ability to succeed, whatever they truly aspire to do. Sometime between AC 220 and AC 290, the Garash drove all but a few of the Shazaks from the bayou. This is based on the Red Steel timeline. Dragon Magazine number 185 noted that the original Garash threat caused the lizard men to unite in AC 786, so by AC 886, the Garash would have driven all but a few Shazaks from the bayou. In AC 242, or AC 259, Quanafel was born into Clan Gelbalf, in the City of the Stars. Noting that Gaz 13 gives 2 different ages for him on pages 25 and 49. This concludes part 32 of the Lore of Mystara series, covering the period from AC 150 to AC 249. Almost a century, that featured the Thyatian Bright Age, the overthrow of 4 centuries of the shape-shifting Chambahara's rule in Sindh, and the external focus of the dwarven colonization program.